Okay guys, here is a tour of our soap kitchen. On the wall here we have our boards that, it's our list of supplies to buy, suggestions for names of songs, a few separate business goals, and I only have the overhead light on in here. There we go, that's a little bit better. This is our goal board that Amanda was working on when I was making the lineman beds. So it gets posted on this door. This is my refrigerator. Can you tell I like Deadpool? I love Deadpool. And we have our coconut oil buckets. And over here on top of my microwave, I have my molds and my heavy whipping cream powder, and back behind there is Freddie and Harold's whisk attachment. And that like old country crock butter thing, I use it like if I'm doing a big soap and have to rinse my stick blender off afterwards, we can do that. This plug is going to be replaced tonight. So I'm so excited. We got one of those like 6 plug things, but it plugs into the whole outlet because that is like not cool. And my scale and my heat gun, I'm sorry, my heat gun, my thermometer. And down in here we have our cupcake molds and our bundt cake molds and Dixie cups and sample molds. We have all of our pie molds and my square mold. And over here I have all my glassware. That's how I measure my fragrances. I don't like to use plastic because fragrance can stick around in plastic. And my press and seal, and this box right here, that's the box I put y'all on when I cut soap. And then all my mixing bowls and cutting boards, and in these 2 glitterified baskets are all my extra tools that I don't use very often, like my Ninja and my planer and all that kind of stuff. And we have our lights, those are cutting boards on the wall. Over here I have my clean dishes, and in the corner I have my micas that I use most often. In this cardboard box is our bath bomb colorants, and I cleaned out all of our fragrances. So when we do a tour of the soap room, you're going to see much more fragrances. But these are the ones that we use most often. And I have my sink, and our cupboards down below are bungee corded shut because I have cats and they like to get into stuff. And there's a cupboard down here. And this cupboard is just all my cleaning supplies and whatnot, but in this cupboard is all of my soft oils. So, and over here we have our skewers and our glitter collection, and this one is our lip balm flavoring. My crock pot is in the way. I didn't move my crock pot. It's my witch hazel and my alcohol, and these are the sprinkles I use most. Cinnamon, poppy seeds, I have baby oatmeal, I have Hershey Special Dark Cocoa Powder, regular cocoa powder, I have my Clorox wipes. Those are my spoons that I use to mix color with, and then all my yogurt containers. And back in that black folder back there, that's all my recipes and whatnot. So, and here we have our ring light and our hot pads, measuring cups and spoons and paper towel. And this is my stove. This pot I use for a bain-marie, so that's where I melt everything. And I also do melt some stuff in these pots as well. And behind this door, this is our furnace room. This is why you can hear my furnace going or the air conditioning going. I'm not sure if you can hear the air conditioning. It's on right now. But this is where I film at. So you're like right up against the furnace. But it's my strainers and whatnot. And back in this furnace room, because this furnace room goes like way back, I keep all of my 55-pound boxes of mango butter and shea butter and all that kind of stuff in my cutter. And under this red towel is my KitchenAid, and I have, these are draining towels, and these are just regular towels. This is my new blender. We haven't fully decided what we're going to name him yet. And all my cups, and I have two things of spatulas. The big one is for cold process, and the little one is for melt and pour. And I have my knife block, and I have my Bluetooth speaker, and I bought a new microphone, guys, that I'm going to try out really soon. It's a lapel microphone. And look, I'm so excited. My palm oil and citric acid came. It's so exciting. So we will take, that's the kitchen, so we'll take a tour of the soap room in just a second. I forgot to show you guys what was in my drawers. In this drawer, see, now we have all kinds of shadow. In this drawer, we have our chopsticks, our spoons and knives, our potato peelers, my frother, and I have miscellaneous tools over there. I have my wax paper and my plastic wrap. I have extra batteries for my frother, and I have my pH strips back there. And I have miscellaneous tools in here. I have my ice cream scoop and my tea strainer and some pipettes. In this drawer, that's where I keep Freddie. Boy, there's lots of shadow now. I have, this is all piping stuff. So I have my flower nails and paper, my larger, what are those called? Oh geez, see, now my mind is drawing a blank. Well, you know what they are. And my leaf tips are in that plastic bag, and there are two things of these. I have my Russian piping tips in one, and I have my regular tips in the other. And these are awesome, and you're going to see me use these pretty soon. These are Russian ball tips. These are awesome, and that's what those bigger converters go with, so you'll be able to see me use those pretty soon. And my bentonite clay is in there. And in the very bottom, we have the piping bags. I have some flax seeds. My garbage bags are down there as well. And I have my Epsom salt, my powdered milk. There's some pink Himalayan salt, and I have my oatmeal down there too. So yeah, I just wanted to show you what was in the drawers. So, okay, we'll do the soap room next. Bye. This is the soap room. I'm going to start over here. This is the door. So like when you walk in, over here, I got to step by, there's not a whole, this room isn't very big, so right here is all of my spring decor, these two rows right here. I'm working on getting everything put into these like little plastic bins, but you know, we're getting there. This is our summer decor. These boxes and bins are empty because all the summer decor is now in the showroom. And we have our fall decor, and then our Christmas and winter decor. Then the fall decor includes like Thanksgiving and Halloween. I made those wreaths. That's our Thanksgiving wreath, and the Christmas wreath is after that. Over here is all of my painting, well, not all of my painting stuff, but a lot of my painting stuff. The rest of it's upstairs because I'm still painting my hieroglyphs. This is our donation box. Every year we give away tons and tons or donate tons and tons and tons of soap to our local homeless shelters. And in Grand Rapids there's a VA hospital that the Wounded Warriors work out of. It's an inpatient psychiatric ward for the VA, and we like to, you know, with it being a military family and my son and business partner being a sergeant in the Marine Corps, we like to give to as many military charities as we can. This is where the magic of mixing lye happens. I have some lye ready to go, and my salt, my sugar, and these are cards that have like what recipe it is, how much water, how much lye, and for how many ounces. So, and these two boards I use when I use my 10-inch molds, because sometimes they bow in the middle, and I'll spread the two boards apart and I'll put the molds in between there to hold them together. Okay, let's turn back over here. This box doesn't have a garbage bag in it because I just emptied it. But that's where I keep my garbage. This bucket right here is my lye. Excuse me. Up at the top of the shelves I have my distilled water, my milk, my coconut water, my pine tar, my potassium hydroxide, and I transfer my lye into a small bottle. On this shelf here, this is all, boy, let's see if I can turn on the light here for the, there we go, I turned on the light that's on the camera. This is all rebatch soap and whatnot. And a lot of times, if we're out of soap upstairs, we can just come down here and grab some of it before it's been packaged. This right here is a storage unit. It's got three buckets on the bottom, 3 buckets in the middle, and then 5 on the top. It's where I keep all of my extra supplies and whatnot, like botanicals and salts and, you know, all that kind of stuff. Over here, I have all of my baking soda, bentonite clay, cornstarch, citric acid. I've got my vegetable glycerin over there, my cocoa bee, all kinds of just extra stuff, my stearic acid, and e-wax is back there, some more baking soda and citric acid. And then we've got all of our containers, all of our jars and all of that kind of stuff. And in the corner here is all of the stuff that I use to make candles. So all of my buckets, my clamshells, my wicks, all that kind of stuff. And this shelf is empty. My photo box is there. If I have overflow of soap, I will put it there. Over here, back in that corner, I have my log splitter and some empty containers, and I have my squirt bottles and my bigger bowls, and these are all filled with fragrances except for the one in the back behind the large fragrance bottles. And over here I have all of that little box right there that has my soap dough, and then I have all of my cold process embeds and stuff there. And in these on these, this is where I keep my mica that I paint with. And these are all my extra bath bombs that I put together in what I call various artist packs. And this is some storage stuff. In that gold bucket there is all of my melt and pour embeds. And then all of this is molds. Tons and tons and tons of molds. When I was going through the molds, I was dying. I was like, oh my God, I cannot believe I have this many Halloween molds. And back behind there, I don't know if you can see it, that's where I store my body butter and my bath truffles during the summertime and the hot months, so that way they don't melt. And then down here, I make my own custom blend. There's some mason jars that I use for bath salts. But these boxes, I make a custom blend for my candles. I use paraffin and soy wax. So that's all my waxes and whatnot down there. And this is where I have a couple of shelves that I keep my soaps on. And this one, which is empty right now because I'm cleaning. So, and then I have the bookcase, which, you know, I'm cleaning. I took all the soap on my trays out in the other room. And down on the bottom here, you guys are going to see me mess with this pretty soon. Or maybe you'll see me mess with it before you see this, I don't know. But all of that's all my soap shreds. All of that. It's too deep in there. And I need to start, because it is currently the middle of June, I need to start working on that so we can go ahead and get all of that donated. So, oh, and on the bottom here, this is all the stuff I mix my lye with. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, it's small, but it keeps everything that I need. So, you guys have a fantastic week. I will see you next week. Bye-bye.